The time has come to celebrate a really big milestone, and that is that I have uploaded over 100 videos related to theater on this channel. And honestly, it is one of the most consistent things that I've done in my whole life. And this is all because of you, because you're an amazing audience who engage with my videos and share your opinions. And also you're very passionate about the theater like I am, and it really makes me feel understood and heard. So thank you so much for it. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit more about how I stumbled upon this journey and what is the next for my channel and for me, and also a little bit of getting to know me, because I don't think I've ever done it on my channel, and I do feel like there is a personal story to share here, and today is the day. So let's start. If you scroll to the depths of my channel, you will see that my first videos are not related to theater, and in fact they are covers of me singing different songs, and all of this is a labor of love during the pandemic when a lot of people started their YouTube channels. And for me, this was just an outlet to share with my friends and family who I wasn't able to see, and I know that some of them like me singing and I love singing as well, so I was like, let's kill two birds with one stone and upload some covers of my favorite songs, and if there are people who are gonna listen to it, then you know, great. So I kept going with my covers for a while, but then I realized that I really enjoy the other aspects of YouTube, which are more related to talking head videos, and this is not a coincidence. In fact, I grew up doing quite a lot of TV and radio work where I was presenting as a kid, and I had a lot of exposure of talking at the camera, and honestly, I always loved it. But the world has always had an opinion about influencers and content creators, and from my perspective now, I understand that whatever the world tells you doesn't matter. You should pursue your passions and things that you want to do in the face of that fear that you might be feeling. And I'm so glad that I actually took a chance on myself to start uploading videos. And at the time when I was wondering, well, if I want to start talking videos, what am I going to be talking about? And I realized that there is one thing that I keep coming back to and that I've really enjoyed also when I was a kid, because I was spending a lot of time on stage, and that is going to theater. And at the time when I was thinking of starting my YouTube channel, I've already seen about like 33 shows that year or something like that. And I'm like, well, this is clearly something that I really enjoyed, that I really want to keep going, so why don't I just start talking about theater? And that's how it happened. I really kind of stumbled upon it, but it's mainly because there was already this connection with the theater that I just adored, and I always wanted for theater to be a bigger part of my life. And as you can see on my channel, I have been on this journey since roughly January, February 2022, when I kind of really took YouTube seriously. Generally, it is one thing that has taught me so much about myself and connected me so much to who I really am and what I want to pursue. That is one of the best decisions that I have ever done. So I don't know if you're watching this because maybe you're interested to hear how to start on YouTube. If you are that person, definitely comment below, because I would love to share some tips and suggestions that I have. But if you have any other passion in your life that you're thinking about, that you're pondering if you should try or not, or maybe you feel that the world will frown upon if you try, please pursue it, because there's so much joy that comes from pursuing something that you love and actually showing up for yourself every week, because that's what YouTube helped me do. Like, I have been going to theater regardless, but there was this passion in me to share with other people, and also I really like talking to the camera and sharing my experiences. So why wouldn't I do this? Like, what was stopping me? I think there's always that thought of like, what would people think about me? Can I actually talk about it? Do I have enough authority? And everyone on this platform, everyone who ever starts something like this has those thoughts. If there is something else that you want to pursue, it doesn't need to be YouTube. Definitely just shake off that imposter syndrome and just try, because I think it's always people who are not doing anything that they're going to be the keyboard warriors, and they're going to be saying, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Get off this platform. Whereas people who are really trying and putting the hard work in, they know how much dedication it requires to do something like this. So I am super happy that I managed to upload for over 100 weeks on YouTube consistently, and to show up for myself, but also for you, and to explore some amazing shows and theater in London. And honestly, this fills me with so much joy. It has become my thing that people know me for, that people ask me advice for, and just by developing this world that I've already loved, but in a more formal way, there's this whole host of opportunities that now they're coming my way, even if it's just a conversation with friends or with people at work or with someone who wants to know more about theater. I really feel like I'm in a position to share more about it because I am in the know, and it takes a little bit of time for you to feel like you actually know what's happening. If there's anything in your life that you're thinking of starting or trying, I would would say 100% go for it, because clarity comes from action, which I'm sure that you've heard that one before. So a little bit about where I see the channel going. Don't you worry, theater reviews are here to stay, and there is something in the works that I will be sharing with you closer to the time. I don't think that I've ever publicly announced it on here, but I also have an Instagram profile which is called West End Notes, where I share short content about the shows that I'm attending and a little bit of recap as well of every month. But that is a bit more of a day-to-day platform that I'm using rather than YouTube, where I'm sharing more in-depth reviews. So if you are on Instagram, feel free to follow me on there as well. And if you have any suggestions about the content that you would like to see in terms of theater, let me know in the comments below. I will be looking into developing some additional content around maybe theater tours or just like generally theaters in London. So besides reviews, I would really like to offer you a little bit more of a intersect of London and theater. I know that some people also suggested going to see some regional shows and exploring casts on tour. And I'm based in London, but I would love to know which are the theaters that you would recommend for me to first check out. I definitely have a few on my list already, but I would love to know if you're based somewhere else in the UK, which theater you think I should check out next, or if there's a particular production that you would like for me to see. As I mentioned, music is a big part of my life, and I have released a couple of songs last year, but there is definitely a desire in me to release more and to share more. So I will be sharing a little bit more about my music and songwriting journey in the upcoming months. I would like to know if this is the content that you would be interesting to hear about, as well as do you have any kind of creative pursuits that you're trying to get on with? Because I think when you have a full-time job, it's pretty hard to find time to squeeze in your passions and hobbies, but there is a way to do it. I think that since I was really young, I always had so many hobbies and things that I wanted to do. I think if someone has a lot of creative outlets and desires to learn, that is a great place to be, and we definitely need to find space to nourish it. And I want to share that journey with you here as well, because I'm sure that it can inspire someone. And also I would love to share some original songs with you while they're still in the works and tell you a little bit more about my songwriting journey. So you can definitely expect to see some more of my music related content and just generally how to pursue your passion and what to do and what the next steps are. As you can tell, I'm really passionate about creative pursuits and hobbies and interests and finding time for it, because this has been a constant in my life. And I do think that I have been on a journey in particular since I started YouTube, because there are so many things that I need to make time for as part of running the channel that actually I don't think that anyone who doesn't start a YouTube channel is aware of how much of the work happens behind the scenes, from filming, scripting, editing, etc. But this is also not my only hobby. As I mentioned, I love singing. I go to singing lessons and do all these different things. And there are two things that are really hard when it comes to pursuing your hobbies, and one is finding time, and the other one is actually sticking to it and doing it, because there's so much fear and uncertainty before you start doing something. So I do want to encourage as many people as possible to pursue their hobbies, because I think that is a form of self-care. It is something that we all should be doing in one way or the other, or at least try and explore it, even if it's half an hour each week. There is a way for us to tap into our creative potential and really fulfill it. So we'll be doing some additional content about this, and I would love to know what your hobbies are. What are you trying to start? And I will be organizing some workshops and ways for us to interact in the upcoming months so that we can tap into our creative potential and really release it. So these are some broader ideas that I've had for the channel. Obviously, theater reviews are still my biggest focus on the channel, so I will be sharing those with you as we go. But if you have any other suggestions in terms of what you would like to see, then let me know in the comments below. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being there. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, your comments. Thank you for being so encouraging and just genuinely nice people. I love this corner of the internet, and I hope that it continues to grow and that we continue to encourage each other to go to theater, explore hobbies, do fun things, sing together. And that is basically what I would love for this channel to happen and where I would like for it to go. If you have any other questions for me that are related to either my personal journey or my YouTube journey or whatever else I can help with, then make sure to comment below and give this video a like, just to know that you're still here and that you are willing to endure on this journey with me on YouTube. If you would like to find out more ways in which YouTube has changed me forever, then check out this video where I'm going into more detail.